So if you're a new grad wondering how you're going to start seeing patients, this video is definitely for you. Hey guys, it's Noreen and thank you for making it to my channel. So today I want to talk about how I've been onboarding with these platforms to help allow me to see my first few patients. So if you're a new grad wondering how you're going to start seeing patients, this video is definitely for you. So of course the goal is to lock in a W-2 position, right? But we all know it's not that easy, especially as a new grad. So then there are these platforms that allow you to onboard with them. They help you with credentialing, with the billing, basically all the administrative work. They help you get credentialed with the insurance companies that allows you to see the patients, and then those are who you'll be paid by pretty much. And so the two companies that I'm with is Alma and Headway. So the thing is, I will say Alma is $125 a month, but they waived the first 2 months, right? And so Alma is actually the one that allowed me to see my first patient. So again, what it is it's these companies, they allow you to get credentialed, right? So I'm like credentialed with Aetna, Cigna, all that stuff. I'm also the same with Headway. And so then the patients with the insurance can go through that portal and look for a provider, and that's how they can find you. And so that's basically how my first patient was able to find me. She found me on Headway. She had her insurance. I was able to bill the insurance after our first appointment, and then I got paid. So I will say Alma does pay weekly, which is really nice as well. Headway, they pay you on the 15th and the last day of the month. I have not had any patients yet with Headway. Hopefully that'll come soon. And so from what I see, it's a toss-up. Some people are much more successful with Alma. Some people are more successful with Headway. So it really just depends. And then I also heard that once you start seeing patients, once you get reviews, it boosts you up, it pushes you in the algorithm so patients are able to find you. And then of course your availability plays a part. So with these positions, it's like 1099, kind of like a PRN whenever you're available, which I think is ideal if you have a full-time job and you're trying to ease into it. You want to start seeing patients while you're working on getting a full-time Psych NP position. So that's really why I think it's great. I definitely recommend it. If you guys are interested in joining, make sure you guys join with my referral link down below. So yeah, I definitely think it's a great way to get started to start seeing patients, because that's the goal. So to join Alma, you need obviously your license, you need your certification. So for Alma, you actually don't need a DEA, which a lot of people like. They actually waive your DEA, and basically you just won't see any patients that would need prescribed, that won't need controlled substances. Versus Headway, you do need your DEA. You cannot sign up with Headway without a DEA. So, but yeah, Alma is definitely good if you don't have a DEA. So once you get your license, once you get your certification, I would definitely recommend you sign up. And that's how I got my first patient. So hopefully going from there, I'll get more patients. You also need an NPI number. That's free. You need a CAQH account. It's basically like a profile, and that's how insurance verifies you, see who you are, all that stuff. You need that, non-negotiable. You need that, those NPI, CAQH, those are both free. You just sign it up, fill it out, all that stuff. You need both for each platform, for Alma and Headway. And then you also need your malpractice insurance. So the best rate that I could find was from Berksy, BERXI. So I definitely recommend that for your malpractice insurance. I pay maybe about $70 a month, but I do know when I first signed up, I paid like the onboarding fee or whatever setup fee for $180. So for Florida, or for Headway, you do need a collaborating physician. I didn't need a collaborating physician for Alma, so I'm not exactly sure how that works, but Headway, I did need a collaborating physician. I did use NP collaborators, so if that is something you need, I'd recommend that. Again, NP collaborators was the best rate I could find. So yeah, and so what it is these companies, Alma and Headway. So once you see your patient, you'll do the billing and everything through them, and that's how you get paid. I was able to bill my first patient with Alma, and I got paid with Alma the following week. I saw my first patient on a Saturday, and I got paid that Friday. Do keep in mind, it is 1099, so they're not taking out taxes. So what's recommended is that we do we pay our taxes quarterly, so that's something I will be doing because I don't want no issues with Uncle Sam. So yeah, and so with the credentialing, I started credentialing with Alma on January 1st, And then I would say about 3 weeks in, I was approved. Like everything was good. I was able to see my patient. I literally saw my patient, I forgot what the day was, but it was probably that last week of January. So I started credentialing on January 1st, and I was already seeing my patient that last week. So I think that was pretty good. And then, so I feel like it was pretty quick, because a lot of places, sometimes the credentialing is longer, like months long. And it was the same thing for Headway. I was credentialed within a few weeks. So that was exciting. The only things, I had not seen any patients yet through Headway. So Headway likes to tell you that they are not, they're not the main source for you to get your patients. You can get patients through them, but that's not the main source. What they really want you to do is promote and advertise yourself, and then bring your patients to their platform, and basically you bill them through that platform. That's what Headway wants you to do. And so the other thing is, so Headway actually wants you to, they make you create a Psychology Today profile, basically promoting yourself. And so Psychology Today is $30 a month. Headway gives you a $90 stipend. They will give you the $90 stipend to have that running for 3 months. So hopefully we'll see. I've seen some people say they don't get patients from Psychology Today. Some people do. I don't know. And so the other thing is too, but with Headway, they really want you to bring your patients in. So like I said, you need to be advertising yourself, bringing your patients in. I heard networking is really good. Obviously, if you can find you some like therapists, social workers, things like that, those people will have patients. Maybe they want to see a Psych NP, and then they'll come to you. So networking is really big. So I haven't made it that far yet. So I have one patient right now. So I'm working on my patient load. I actually have a full-time position, a full-time job. So it's kind of hard for me, but I'm okay with the way things are going. I mean, I've been applying to other Psych NP jobs, so hopefully I'll be able to get more patients and see more patients soon. But I do want to like have it in your head that you're not going to get a whole caseload immediately. You have to build your caseload. Like now I have one patient. I have my patient. I'm going to see my patient again in 2 weeks. And then hopefully as the weeks go by, I'll start getting more patients, and then basically you continue to build your patient load. Like say I get 2 patients this week, then I schedule them out in a month. And it just keeps on going like that. That's how you build up your patient caseload. So that's how you would do it in a 1099. If you can get a full-time position, of course that would be great, but we know that's very difficult. But I will say that I have been applying to positions. I have some paperwork to do. I have some video interviews to do, a interview to schedule. So you know, I know they say like the job market is competitive for new grads, which I definitely feel like it's competitive. It's difficult to get a job because we don't have experience, which is like, how are you gonna get experience if you don't hire me, right? So, but I do feel like the jobs are out there. It's just how hard you go for and how much work you're gonna put in to actually get a job. Because me, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Indeed, I'm on ZipRecruiter, I'm going hard. Like I'm on, there's another one, NP Hire, but I don't know, it'd be finicky because they always have these posts, but it's like you don't get no feedback. So I don't know. LinkedIn, I feel like it's a little finicky too. ZipRecruiter, I mean, I don't know, I feel like they're all finicky, but we'll see, right? So I've been applying. I do have some like opportunities possibly coming my way. So like I said, I feel like it's what you put into it, because at the same time too, like I have 2 friends who graduated like a year before me, and I was the first one to see my patient. Like I was the first one to see a patient. So like I said, it's really how hard you want to go, how much you want to put in. Like that's what's going to determine how soon you're going to start seeing patients, how soon you're going to get a job, and what are you willing to do. Are you willing to, you know, sacrifice a little bit? Are you willing to do what you kind of don't want to do for a little bit to get a job? Like I'm saying, if you don't want to work inpatient, are you willing to go inpatient type of thing? So it's just really what you put into it. So yeah, like I was saying, it's really what you put into it that's going to determine how soon you find a job, how soon you'll see your first patient. So again, the reason why I chose those platforms was because I wanted to start seeing patients on my own. I wanted to, you know, start building that comfortability, that flow. That's really what I want to do. So that's why I went that route. But I have been applying to W-2 positions. Of course, that's what I want. I want a W-2 position. I want my benefits. I want all that good stuff. So I mean, unless if I'm able to build my caseload to the point where that can be my full-time thing, which I think is the goal, and I definitely think it's possible, but I do think it takes time. It's not going to be an overnight thing. So, and then also too, with me seeing those patients as 1099, I can say I have experience. When I want to apply for those jobs, I want you to have experience. So it's like you kind of can't be too picky. You just kind of got to do what you got to do. The other thing I would say is that, oh, I forgot to tell you guys. So I told you everything you need: your NPI, your CAQH, your malpractice insurance. So you need your own electronic health record. So basically, Alma has their own electronic health record, and then so does Headway. But the thing is, like I said in my other video, is that you want to have your own electronic health record, because if you get audited down the line and you're no longer working for those companies, you won't have access to that electronic health record stuff, right? So you want to have your own. So what I've been using is Simply Practice. I recommend that one. That's what I'm using. I believe it's like $30 a month. I don't know off the top of my head, but so that's the one I'm using. It has like, and in it has like your templates. It has your it has all sorts of things to help you, like, you know, see your patient, and then you can also have your own template. You can edit it. Like, I've been working on my own template from that first time I see my patient. I've kind of just added things into it that I wanted, like my suicidal assessment, all that stuff. Making sure I go over the meds and the side effects, all that, things like that. So you can do that. But Simple Practice, I feel like is a really good price. It's $30 a month, I believe. And then also too, we also need an e-prescribing tool. So the e-prescribing tool I have is, right now I'm using MD Toolbox. It is free for 30 days. After that, it'll be $38 a month. So the only thing with that is that, basically with that is, I feel like I'm kind of going all over the place. Like, I have my patient in my Alma portal, right? I'm documenting there. Well, I actually document on a Word doc just to be safe, so I can go ahead and edit it before I submit it. And then I have my Simple Practice open, and then I have my MD Toolbox. So you don't prescribe your medication when you're talking to your patient. You wait till you're done with that, and then you do it separately, so you make sure you're doing everything correctly. But I don't really like having to go all over the place. But then I found out that Simple Practice has a e-prescribing tool set up in it, and that one I believe is $50 a month or $49 a month, something like this. It's a little bit more than the MD Toolbox, which the MD Toolbox I'm using now currently. However, I do want a system that's overall, like, I want everything in one place. So I am more likely, once that 30 days is up with MD Toolbox, I'm gonna go join the Simple Practice. I'm gonna join the Simple Practice e-prescribing tool, and they also give you 30 days free, right? So I'm super excited about that, and I'm just excited that it'll be all in one. So that's what I recommend. If you guys need an EHR, I recommend Simple Practice. If you're interested in joining, make sure you use my referral code, because if you use it for 3 months, you can get $200, okay? You hear me? $200, right? That is great for a new Psych NP, and essentially you get that 1 month free of the e-prescribing. So it's really, you really making money back, right? So I definitely recommend you try Simple Practice. At least try it out and see. And so the other thing that we need down the line, at least not so much right now, is something that's integrated with labs, where we can order labs. And so I don't know if Simple Practice has that feature. I'm gonna look into it, but I do know another popular EHR is OptiMantra, but I heard it can be a little iffy trying to navigate through it. So OptiMantra, I know, is like $100 a month. So that's your EHR. It has your e-prescribe, and it has the tools if you want to order labs. Like, the labs are integrated into it. But I mean, I think it's $100 a month. I'm not even 100% sure. I will follow up on that. I'll look into it and follow up and let you know. But that's another option. But from what I've seen in my research, Simple Practice is really ideal for the new grads. If you're starting out, exactly like as its name says, Simple Practice, right? So that's what I've been using, and that's what I recommend. So that is the EHR I'm currently using. That's something you need. So just make sure you guys have this all in your head, everything we need to have when starting off, right? And so yeah, like I was saying, that the jobs really come down to what you want to do. I do know, so Psych Plus is a company. If you're into inpatient, you should look into Psych Plus. It's owned by psychiatrists, and they hire Psych NPs to go into the hospitals, do rounds on patients and things like that. If you're into inpatient, that's your thing. I have a friend who's currently waiting on a contract. Hopefully it goes through. Well, I believe it did go through, but she likes inpatient. That's her thing. So she's with Psych Plus. that's not so much my thing. I'm more so telehealth, right? So that's one I know hires new grads. I know Elite DNA is another one that hires new grads. Yeah, and so that's what I'm saying. You just have to really network and see what works for you. Like, you have to network and see to like how to get your patients and how to like, you know, grow your clientele, build up your caseload. And then you also have to put in the work. Like, you can't just apply to 1 to 2 jobs and think, oh, a job's just gonna land on your lap. Well, I mean, if you're lucky, that might happen, but that's not my case. Like, I be going hard, I be grinding, I be on Indeed, I be on ZipRecruiter, MP Hire, LinkedIn, and I just be applying. Even if it says like, oh, you need experience or whatever, I still apply, because sometimes they will take a new grad, right? And so that's just basically where I'm at right now. Like I said, I have some like you know, like those assessments you have to do for the interview, like you pass this step, now fill this out for that, blah blah blah. So I have a couple of those to do. I have a video interview to do. Basically, they're asking a bunch of questions and I have to record myself like this and answer those questions. I have that to do, so I'm definitely going to take care of that this weekend, and then hopefully next week I can hear some news. But I also feel like I might end up like having like multiple PRN jobs, which I think will be okay because they're all flexible, right? As long as the money's coming in, it don't really matter to me, and I'm seeing my patients get some experience. I'm okay with that. And then like I also was talking to my friend, and she was saying like she knows Psych NP with like 4 jobs, and I'm just like, dang. So I think that's kind of what it's gonna be the thing for us until we can lock in a W-2 position, is that we have to be okay with working multiple PRN jobs, just making sure your schedule doesn't clash, right? That's what's important. So I mean, if that's what it is what it is. I don't have no complaints. I just want to be able to start seeing my patients so I can get comfortable with seeing patients and, you know, get my own flow going and build up my caseload. That would be ideal for me. But I will say, like, I'm super excited. Like, even just seeing that one patient made me so happy. Like, just being able to talk to her, listen to her problems, see how I can help her. We came up with a plan together. She was okay. Like, I absolutely love that, and I'm just looking forward to getting more patients. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I gave you guys a rundown. I will keep you guys updated if I hear about like jobs that my friends get, like companies. I'll let you guys know. Of course, I'll let you guys know if I get a job, right? And I'll let you guys know about my companies. But yes, the other thing I want to say is don't get discouraged, okay? It is going to be a tough process. Everyone says it's a tough process. They go through it. It takes time seeing patients. We have to just put in the work and be patient. And yeah, just don't get discouraged. Just know you'll get through it. Things will get better. We will all figure it out. I will share everything possible with you guys that I can give you to help make your process more easier, especially because me, baby, I'm just learning on the fly. It's literally trial and error over here, okay? So I'm literally gonna try to do everything I can to help you guys. And so again, if you guys feel discouraged, I just really want you to know that it will get better, all right? But yes, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment down below. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And thank you guys for watching.